Great Lakes Country, Country 103. Welcome back to New at 2. I'm on the phone with Sal from Sons Command. How's it going, Sal?
It's going great. Thanks, Corey. How you doing today?
I am doing pretty good, actually. Well, minus the cold. I got a bit of a cold, but hey, whatever.
Well, you know what they say, right? There's no sick days in rock and roll, so I mean,
there really
qualifies now.
There really isn't. There really isn't. So Sons Command, for our listeners, maybe don't realize, Give Me a Beer, Go for a Ride, and now one of your newest song that we're going to feature today, and maybe I'll get you to talk about it a little bit later on, When the Walls Came Down. So tell us about Sons Command, kind of an overview of what it's all about.
Yeah, well, I'd be happy to. So basically, Sons Command was born a little over a year ago. It was basically a project. It started out as sort of like a duo group with myself and an old friend of mine who lives out west in Vancouver, who sort of approached me and said, you should venture into the country world. I was always very much into rock and roll and southern rock, and although I listened to everything, there was just an appeal, the way country was going, the direction, and my whole concern with the whole thing was just making sure that we stayed true to country music as well as to ourselves. And Sons Command literally started on a visit and a phone call, and the first bunch of songs we wrote, including Give Me a Beer and Go for a Ride, were written just back and forth through voice notes. The first time we ever sat down to play the songs together, we were in a studio.
Cool.
And then so, as time went on, we did really well. That both the songs went in the top 100. We went from, nobody knowing us one day to, 3-4 weeks later, songs were charting, and then our video for Give Me a Beer got featured on CMT, and we toured Canada, did a whole promo tour, and at the end of that, I mean, the band took a bit of a hiatus. There was a little bit of a lineup change, so now I'm no longer a duo group. It's more like a band, even though I'm at the helm of it, which is Sons Command. And so we've got a bunch of new music, and, after a little break and, a little bit of, industry drama that happens every now and again, and it's not the end of the world, we basically regrouped, and so I thought, the name Sons Command was a name that I pulled directly out of our national anthem, both for its patriotism and its country appeal, and coming back with the Remembrance Day song, When the Walls Came Down, was basically very fitting. It was like recharging your batteries and coming back and making a point and staying true to your message and, and what it's all about.
Yeah, and that's what this song is about, right? When the Walls Came Down is like a Remembrance Day kind of tune. Yeah,
absolutely. It sort of paints a little scene. It's based on a poem I wrote, about, basically, if you can imagine walking into a coffee shop and seeing an old vet there that, probably goes there every day, and he's sort of sitting just in his thoughts thinking, and, it's sort of like this way to sit down and imagine yourself saying thank you and, for what you did. And that's really what the song's about. I've heard so many stories, and I see so many, people that I know whose families are, involved in the military, and when you're around it a lot, you really appreciate, and, you look at what's going on and what we have, the stuff that they had to do, they sort of got robbed of their youth in order to give us the freedom, and here we are all day on Facebook and social media, and, you know what I mean? We have all these freedoms, and we sort of take them for granted, and that's sort of what the song's about.
Excellent. So let's feature it right now. It's called When the Walls Came Down. Maybe I'll get you to introduce it for us.
Absolutely. This is Sal from Sons Command on Country 103, and this is our new song, When the Walls Came Down.
Old man, many miles away, in his thoughts as he sips his cafe au lait. Never fails, never misses a day, takes his post on that wall at 8:15. I said, I bet an old vet's got a tale or two yet. If you don't mind, sir, I'd like to share this scene. beautiful June day. One last smoke before they opened the gate. I gave a hug to old Ted and never saw him again. I said, I bet this old vet's got a tale or two yet. And I appreciate you sitting here with me. Yeah. If the walls came down, what would I do? Would I stand my ground or get lost in my shoes? He said, you'd sacrifice and stay alive and pray the Lord would help you through the night. Yeah. Oh man, let me say to you, thank you for what you had to do. When the walls came down, I was like you, so live and be proud. Chase dreams as you choose, with the head sit down and old soldier's advice. The greatest debt repay, just live your life. Yeah, just live your life.
So that's When the Walls Came Down by Sons Command here on Country 103 and a Sal of Sal on the line. Where can our listeners get some information on you on Sons Command if they want to get some more?
Hey, Corey, thanks a lot. Well, everything Sons Command can be found at sonscommand.com. Sons Command, just like the national anthem.com. There's links to our blog, our music, videos, and all our social media accounts. So I think that would be the easiest way.
Super easy way. Awesome. Well, great to chat with you, and good luck with everything.
Thanks a lot for having me and for featuring our song, and hopefully we'll be back on your airwaves real soon.
Music. Playing today's best independent country music. Country 103, Great Lakes Country.